What's up guys, Superbike Angel back again. Haven't done videos in quite a bit of time, so I figured I'd do a little garage update of what's still here, what left, and what might be leaving and what else is coming in. Just got back from a ride, was out on the F4 1000 Senna, super fun bike. As you guys can probably tell, the Ducati V4Sp2 is gone. Officially, it actually sold out extremely quick. Gave it to Ducati Newport Beach, sold it within like a couple of days. And the only reason that bike sold, or it had to go, because I have something new coming and it didn't make sense to keep both bikes. But let's kind of go down the road, we'll do a little update on what's still here and what might be leaving. First, we got the MV Agusta F4 Tamburini. This is one of the latest bikes that I got, so this thing is definitely not going anywhere. It took me forever to find one of these, and this one is super clean, so it's staying in the collection. Next to it, we have the F4 Ago, same thing, super clean bike, very low miles. That one's not going anywhere either. Followed by the Oro, another very low mile bike. I think about 20 miles or so on this particular bike, so this one's not going anywhere. And same thing goes for the Senna. That's my MV Augusta collections. Took me a very long time to acquire this bike, so like I said, they're not going anywhere. On the Ducati side, we have the 996 SPS, also very special bike. For those of you that know what this is, essentially it's almost like a race bike for the streets. You know, at this point it's like a 20-year-old bike, but they're very hard to get. And this one is extremely clean as well, only 4,000 miles on it. Took me almost 2 years to find a 996 SPS, so this one's not going anywhere. Followed by, we have two 998 Ben Bostroms. One of this actually I'm considering selling, because for the simple reason that I just don't need two. Both of them are very clean. This one has about 1,000 miles on it. The other one has only 700 miles on it, but the other one has, the second one over there, has a fully built engine, about 140 horsepower to the wheel. This thing is an absolutely animal. And the last one in the corner is the 916 Varese. That one's not going anywhere either. Very special bike. Bought it from a friend of mine, and it's staying in the collection. Let's go ahead and go around again to the other side. Here we have two 998 Troy Bayliss edition bikes. I am also considering selling one of them, simply again because I don't need two. I do love that bike. This is one of my favorite bikes. This particular one has about 4,500, 5,000 miles. I do ride it quite a bit. It's my first really nice Ducati bike. It's never going anywhere. This one I am considering selling. It's extremely clean. Only 360 miles. This particular one is number 378 of 400. So, I mean, at this point, this bike is absolutely a collectible. Kind of give you an idea, one recently sold. It was actually a 2-mile bike, and it sold for $32,000. There was also a Ben Bostrom bike that recently sold as well. Oh, it was also a 2-mile bike. That one went for $35,000. So these bikes have become very collectible, especially the low miles. Extremely hard to find, as they only made 400 for the world from the Troy Bayliss. And the Ben Bostroms, they made 3 different sets of 155. So essentially 155 came to the US, 155 for Europe, and I believe 155 for the Asian markets. These bikes when new were about $24,000, but right now very low miles bike going for upwards of 30 to 35. Last but not least, we have the 99R Xerox bike, 2006. Super cool bike. This thing is not going anywhere either. Bought this one from a buddy of mine along with a 916, and like I said, those are staying. The only reason I sold the SP2, for those of you guys that might be asking, like I said, I did a video prior to it, a couple of videos actually, just reviewing the bike and how amazing the SP2 was. Like I said, the only reason I sold it is because I have something else coming. Stay tuned for that. And it just didn't make sense to keep both bikes. And the reason I'm talking about selling the Bayless and the Bostrom is just to free up some cash to get a few other bikes that I really want to add to the collection. Comment below, what do you think? What do you think the next bike should be? You know, any suggestions, I'm open to it. As you guys can probably tell, I'm more of a fan of some of the older Ducatis and older MV Agusta bikes, especially like the first generation MV Agusta F4s, and you know, the 916 to the 998 or 999 Ducati bikes. But like I said, always open to it. One bike that I really want at some point will be the Ducati Desmosedici, which is like essentially a MotoGP bike. You know, I've always wanted to get one of those. It's not very easy to find a clean one because some of them had some issues, but believe it or not, I'll have one of those at some point. Hopefully you guys, you know, like the collection, and like I said, comment below which one's your favorite bike. Which one would you like me to do some videos, reviews on? I've done a few already, like the Tamburini, a short video, same thing with the Senna, and I believe the Bayless. Probably pull out the 996 SPS and the Bostrom soon to do a couple of videos with those, but let me know whatever you guys like. We'll do some videos, we'll do some comparisons. Hopefully you guys like the channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that button, the like button. See you guys soon. Bye.